Happy Friday, animal lovers, and you know what that means. It's Fun Fact Friday. So, for the month of February, I'm going to be trying to use facts from Black history that also relate to the animal world because, in case you didn't know, we have the Black community to thank for a lot of the efforts that have been made in animal welfare. So, let's get into it. The American animal welfare movement didn't really gain traction until the emancipation of enslaved people. Having been through generations of cruelty and just about every kind of poor treatment you could ever imagine, the former enslaved people recognized that it wasn't right to be treating animals that way either. Now, mind you, this was all happening during the same period of time when police dogs were regularly being set upon groups of people of color. Enter F. Rivers Barnwell, who established the organization called Bands of Mercy. He was a minister who gave regular sermons on the importance of compassion and kindness towards animals. He advocated for kinder, more compassionate, and more humane treatment of the horses being used in the World War I efforts. And he even promoted and helped put on basically competitions within Black schools that were all about promoting wildlife. So they would build birdhouses and have competitions to see which ones were the best. They would learn all about the various wildlife in their areas and how to best support them. It was a pretty cool program. Now, I want to remind everybody that this particular minister, he was only one activist in this organization. And these people had been emancipated, but they were by no means free. They were doing all of this work at great personal risk to both themselves and their families and their communities as a whole, because this was not a peaceful time in our history, and people that looked like me quite frequently took any activism from a person of color as a personal attack upon them. There were quite frequently threats and even attempts on their lives. So their education, their compassion, and their humanity during such an intensely awful time for this particular group of people, it's not a small thing. It's monumental.